Hi guys, today we will learn a new technique in order to share the data from one view to the other. And maybe one view is the producers and the rest will be the consumers. So they will take the data from one place to another place. Okay, so we have three views here and then they apparently at the moment they are blank. So I need to introduce a new concept here, which is to pass the parameter into the view. So I will right click in here for the new measure, and I will name it. Let me make it bigger. Share path, and then I will paste my share path in here. Okay, so let me switch to the this view, and then I copy the view to this, and then I have the share path. Okay, so now if I click this one, I will enable the view, and I use the I can use the share path in here as well. So let me display the share path for you. Library, grid extra, and then grid table with the frame path equal to the data set 1. So this is the easiest way to take the first column of the data set and then also the first row as well, and then take it to the this one. Okay, so you can see here if let me open this one a little bit bigger so that you can see the actual size of the. Okay, so in here you can see the share data, and then I want to make it table one.csv. So this is the actual data file that I want to produce and that I would want to share with all the other guys in this deck and also outside. So if you if you have Excel and other applications, you can actually open it and then use it as well. Okay, so this is the first place. Uh, so you can do the same with the other view as well. So let me open this one and then I will still check in here and then I copy over and I run it. Okay, and then this one I also do the same thing. Click here over and then run it also. Okay, so after this, and then everybody will share the same path. And then now I go to the second part, which is to produce the data in one view and then use the data in the rest. Okay, so let me call this one producer. So later we cannot. So let me name this one producer. And then this one I will call it consumer one. And then this one will be consumer 2. Okay, so now we have three views, and then we will produce in this table. Okay, so going back to the data here, let me uh, make the file path in this case in here, so that I have the explicit. Maybe I make it short fp. Okay, so I will generate the data by the two tables. So the first one I do is to uh, expand grid fiscal equal to period will be the column. The first column is the period, and I do FY23, FY24, and then FY25. And then the second column will be, maybe I will put the column in here so that you column A, and then column B I will put in here so that you can read it more easily. It will be Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, and then Vietnam. Maybe I do 5 Thailand. Okay, market, and then I will call this one column B. Okay, so after this, if I render the table like this, it will show me the data. So you can see here there are two rendering expressions. The first one is to render the part of the data in here, and then the second one is to render the data on top. If it's too long, then you can do the head on in here so that it only render the head or the top rows of the table. So you don't waste time for rendering time. Okay, so now I will export this one to the right CSV, which is the GDF, and then the file will be the FP, which is the file in this here, and then the row name. I want to turn this one off, so false in here, and then that's it. So after I run the producer here and then nothing happened, it looks like everything is the same, but because I don't have the um, let me do the segment and then you can see the difference, but then eventually C B2C and then B2B. Okay, so and then I do C, segment, which is C, and then you see the difference. Okay, so now you have the different um, FY and segment. Now I want, if I want to read the table in here in here, I can do the same thing until here. So I copy the everything from here and then I just uh, read the table. So GDF, which is read CSV file with the file path in here, and then I just display the head of the table, the F, and then now if I run this one, you can see everything in here will be transferred to here just because it has the same path in this one. I do the same thing with this, and then if I run the the view, it was produced the same set for me. Okay, so now if I assuming that I want to add the cell column in here, so GDF cell will be the random value of the cell with number of row. So whenever I have the data rows in here, I will add one random value for the cell, which is in this case n. Okay, so let me do n in here, which is the number of row of this table GDF, and then I randomize. Sorry, it's not random. Run uniform. Run uniform of n column, n values in here, and then I have the sales. So when I add the sales in here, it will give me the sale values a little bit. And then if I run this view, it will copy everything from the cell in here. So now you can see the sale value and then in here also. Okay, so they are the same in this case. Let me fix the seeding value before I do anything else because I don't want the number to jump here and there. So set seeding value into equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I do the next one. Okay, so the first thing I think is the number is too small. a little bit, actually it's too small. So I multiply the whole thing with 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will be bigger. And then in here, and then if I refresh the whole thing, you can see the number also refresh in here. Okay, so now if I add the volume or the price, I do the same thing as well, which is the random number I multiply by $7.3 here. And then if I add the price, and then price will go here, and then price will go here. Okay, so that's what happened. I can do the same thing with the volume as well, but then the volume is easier because I just divide sale uh, the sales, sorry, by the price, and then I have the volume. Okay, so if I run this, it will give me the volume here, and then in here, and then in here. Okay, so hopefully after this, let me open this one. Hopefully after this, you know how to use Phi. As the first thing is the common path in here for everybody, and then you can communicate between the views without loading anything from here. So you can just produce in this view and then reuse or consume in the other views.